and then we'll get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Oops, let's get the screen share. And can everybody see? Can everybody see the slide?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, so I just want to welcome everybody to the 2021 Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce installation ceremony and annual membership meeting. This is a very special event for us. We have this meeting every year in January, most of the years, and I'm glad you're all joining us today. Again, if everybody could please mute their phones and their videos so that we can get rid of all the background noise, I'd appreciate it. I wanted to give a special thank you to our business partner, CentraState Healthcare System. They're big supporters of ours all year long for several years. And Vince sits on our executive board, and he'll be one of the board members that's getting installed today. So the first thing I'd like to do is, let's say, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. And let me get the video going, and then we can do it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. All right. And now we can officially start the meeting. I just wanted to again welcome everybody. I know this past year, 2020, has been a huge challenge for all of us in business, personally. And what I love is that this chamber is home to so many people. Back in March, when the pandemic started, we have every Friday, we have our percolator meetings, 8 o'clock in the morning at the All Seasons Diner. March 13th was the last in-person meeting that we had. And what we did, we wanted to keep the continuity going. We didn't want to eat. We wanted our members to know that they had a safe place to go Friday mornings that they could count on. So the following Friday on March 20th, we started our very first Zoom calls, and we didn't miss a meeting. We had Zoom calls every Friday morning at 8 o'clock until Thanksgiving weekend, Christmas weekend, and New Year's. So we went straight through the year. I'm very proud of this chamber, very proud of the board of directors for
Hey, Coach. How are you?
And keep going in our absence when we were on furlough. And yes,
you need to mute some people.
Oh, okay. I thought everybody muted themselves. Okay, thank you. So I just wanted to thank the board. You guys are the lifeblood of this chamber. You kept the chamber going all year long. I know that Tamer, our president, did lunch and learns during the summer to keep more meetings going. But now I'm glad to be back. I want to thank Rochelle for all the work she's done through the year. And we couldn't do it without you. We're a team, and I'm so happy to be honoring all of you today with this installation ceremony. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Monmouth County Clerk Christine Giordano Hanlon. I actually am a fan, Christine, of yours. When you came to speak at our Women in Business Luncheon, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago at iPlay, I really did not know what the county clerk's office did and the role that you played. I knew in general what you did, but I didn't know the specifics. And when you started talking about the history of Monmouth County, you had such a passion for it. I totally fell in love with you and said, this should be a lifetime job for you because you are the perfect person for it. So I was very happy to see you get reelected to the position, and we would love to hear from you now.
Thank you so much. And thank you for all the work that you're doing, and the officers and directors to help our business community in Monmouth County. I appreciate the time to be with you today. I'm glad to be back. It was a tough year. It was a really crazy year with the election season. But as you said, I really do have a passion for this position. It's such a great honor to serve the people of Monmouth County. It's really like a customer service position, and I really love it. I love all of the aspects of it. I'm going to congratulate in advance the directors and the executive board and wish you the best, because we're in such a challenging time. And when you're involved in an organization like this and have to lead the organization, it's so much to put into it to make sure that everything stays vibrant and you remain an asset to your community and you continue working. And it's amazing what you've done this far with keeping the organization vibrant throughout this crisis. But we're in challenging times. I totally understand everything that you're all going through. I'm the president of the Bar Association this year, and also involved with the Monmouth County SPCA. And it's such a challenge to keep everybody connected and continue your operation throughout this. So kudos to you for what you've done, and best wishes to the board for 2021, because even though we see that light at the end of the tunnel, we're several months of continued challenges here, getting through the vaccination process, and we hear about sort of a new strain coming through the United States. So definitely challenging times, but I wanted to just let you all know what we've been up to here in the county clerk's office. For those of you who have deal with us on a regular basis, you probably know that even though we may have slowed down a little bit during the height of the pandemic and throughout this time, we've remained open. Some government offices completely closed down and you couldn't get the services that you needed. We never closed down. We transitioned. It was very challenging. We transitioned many of our employees to working from home. And we closed to the public, but we were still operating, where we would do everything through email, phone calls. We left baskets outside the door for people who needed to file things. And then little by little, we started to open up to appointments and allowing people in. We're still appointment only for most things right now. Our elections office never shut down. We always had to still be open to the public throughout last year. I'm so fortunate to have so many dedicated employees who were willing to just stick it out, work through all of the issues that we had with the social distancing, and I ordered 1 million acrylic screens so everybody was protected, and a mask, and all of the things that we needed to continue our operation. And one of the things that was very concerning to me, and one of the reasons why I made sure that our operation kept going, was that even now, the real estate market in Monmouth County, number one, with people refinancing or people buying and selling homes, is off the charts right now. We have been so incredibly busy. And I felt like during the pandemic, if people weren't able to buy and sell or refinance or do those things that they needed to do to survive, that would just be a failure on the part of government. So we did everything we could do to keep our operation going. And as you may know, that's one of the biggest parts of our operation, our property record office, where people file all of their property records. So that was really important to me throughout this pandemic, and we've just kept working through it. So some of the other things that we do, for those of you who haven't really connected with the county clerk's office, as I said, we have our main part of the office is the property recordings and our mortgage and deed room, and all of our filings relating to property. But we also have our county archives, which also remained open through email and phone calls, where we store records in the county that go back to the 1600s. It's an amazing facility that we have in Manalapan in the lower level of the Monmouth County Library. Not open to the public right now, but we are open for email and for research through phone calls and email. But we have some of the most fascinating records dating back to the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. A lot of our records are available online at monmouthcountyclerk.com if you're interested in researching a little bit of history. Monmouth County Clerk's office also has an elections office, as I mentioned. We handle all of the vote by mail with respect to the election process in the county. We design all of the ballots that you see, whether it's on the machine, emergency ballots, provisional ballots, and we're primarily responsible for preparing and mailing all of the mail-in ballots. So last year was a really challenging year. We sent out almost 400,000 mail-in ballots for the general election. So that was very challenging, but we made it through. The county clerk's office also has 2 passport locations. We're passport agents here. We don't issue the passports, but we assist members of our community who need passport services. We have an office in Freehold in our main office, and we have the county connection in Neptune. And if it weren't a pandemic, we would be open, you know, just all the time. But right now we're open by appointment only, and we've been serving our customers through every day, but it's just by appointment only. We also do identification cards, and if anyone needs an ID, oftentimes our seniors may not be able to get a driver's license, or they don't want to go through that process, but they may need an ID for benefits and things like that. So we issue IDs. We also handle all the notaries in the county. We swear in every notary who wants to practice in the county of Monmouth. That's by appointment still. And we also, if anyone's interested, have this program that I started 5 years ago called Honoring Our Heroes. And it is a Veterans Appreciation Program because the county clerks are authorized to issue a veteran's identification card that a veteran can use for special services or discounts if people want to offer that. And we started a program where we've invited businesses in the community to offer a special service or a discount to our veterans. And we prepare this book that we give to every veteran who comes in for an ID card. And it lists all of the different businesses who offer something to our veterans. And we also, any businesses that signs on, we give a window cling that they can use to identify that they're part of this program in Monmouth County. And last but not least, I do weddings. So if anyone wants to get married, I'm happy to provide the service. We kind of put our weddings on pause for a little while, but we'll start up again with the weddings very soon.
Christine, I have 2 nieces that got married during COVID. They're always so proud of them for not letting it stop them. They did it with just the witnesses and the minister in a friend's backyard. So I was very happy. But
yes, they could have a party, you know, later. Yes, yes. So I'm going to do my first wedding of the pandemic at the end of this month. Actually, one of my employees had asked me to marry her, so I'm going to do that. But we have a whole ceremony room, and we do a lot of pomp and circumstance for our weddings. It's actually more fun than going to the courthouse or something, which you can't even do right now because they're not doing weddings right now. But we'll be opening up our weddings to the public very soon. So with that, I don't know if anyone has questions. I kind of just wanted to do a little recap of our services. everything that you need to know about the county clerk's office is available on monmouthcountyclerk.com. So in the past couple of years, we've revamped our online presence. So it's a really easy to navigate website, and all of the information you need is on that website.
Excellent. Does anybody have any questions before we move on to the swearing in portion of the meeting? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Christine. We are really, truly grateful that you're sharing your time with us here today. And with that, we'll get right into the ceremony. So I'd like the board of directors, if you can unmute your lines. And I'd like the following individuals. The following individuals have been appointed or reappointed to the 2021 Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Please raise your hand and say here as your name is called so we can see you. Faz Ali from M&T.
Yeah.
Aloisi from Aloisi Associates. Erika Boyer from Edward Jones in Manalapan.
Here.
Gerald Cioci from Cioci Law Firm. Tara couldn't be with us, but Tara Demianovich from Outside the Box Gifts. Lauren Dezzi from OceanFirst Bank.
Present.
Dawn Malinowski from Social Trend Marketing Solutions.
Here.
James McCarthy from Brookdale Community College.
Here.
Beatrice Osterheld from Community Affairs Resource Center.
Here.
Samantha Parker from the Society for the Prevention of Teen Suicide.
Here.
Connie Roeder from Printing to Go Promo.
Here.
And Jerry Vigiani from Lotus Blossom Psychotherapy.
Here.
Very good. Christine?
Okay, I'd ask all of you to raise your right hand for the oath. I'm going to read the oath, and at the end, I'd ask you all to certify by saying, I do. It is the mission of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce to provide opportunities for business growth and prosperity, offer quality service to its members, and serve as a resource leader for business and the community. Do you promise that you will faithfully, impartially, and to the best of your judgment and understanding, execute and perform your duties as a board member of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, and in all matters, carry out the objectives for which the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce was constituted?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do.
Excellent. Congratulations to all of you. And good luck.
Excellent. Thank you, board members. Congratulations to another year of beautiful service. You guys are awesome. We love you. And we appreciate all that you do for the chamber. Next, I'd like to introduce the executive board. The following individuals have been elected or re-elected to serve as officers of the 2021 Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce Executive Board. Please raise your hand and say here as your name is called. Vince D'Elia from CentraState Healthcare System.
Here.
Kevin Fenstermacher from Jersey Shore BlueClaws Baseball.
Here.
Bonnie Preston of Conover Buyer Associates.
Here.
Holly Schultz of BCB Bank.
Here.
And our president, Tamer Gouda from New York Life.
Here.
All the way from Egypt. Thank you, Tamer. I'm glad that you were able to get on. Our vice president, Sherilyn Przlomski from Business Enhancement Services and Training.
Here.
Our treasurer, Prakash Vasa from CMIT Solutions of Monmouth. Prakash is in India and he could not get on the call at this time, but he has been doing a fantastic job and I'm glad he's continuing on. And our immediate past president, Bernice Lopez from Groove Car. Christine?
Are you ready? Okay. I'd ask all of you to raise your right hand. And again, I'm going to read the oath, and at the end, please respond in the affirmative to accept your oath. The Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce is an organization of business and professional men and women who have joined together voluntarily to work for mutual business and community betterment and progress. In accepting this office, you undertake a responsibility which is not to be assumed lightly nor carelessly discharged. As an officer of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, are you willing to work with the other directors in developing and implementing a program of work that gives the greatest opportunity for growth and prosperity, furthering the objectives of the Chamber?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Excellent. Congratulations. I hereby declare that the 2021 officers and directors of the Monmouth Regional Chamber are duly installed, and may you have a wonderful year, profitable, healthy, exciting. And I thank you all for this opportunity to be with you today. It's an honor to me to administer these oaths. And I'm hoping for a time that we could all be together in person sooner rather than later. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Queen.
Clerk Hanlon. We're so happy that you were able to join us today. And thank you for that great information. Hopefully everybody understands more about what you do at the county clerk's office, all the hard work that you do. Thank you for all of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now, before we move on to Tamer, I just wanted to take a little step back. Last year, at last year's installation dinner, we had introduced our Council of Past Presidents. This was something that our treasurer Prakash Vasa had an idea that he had come up with. He said, we have so many amazing past presidents and we're missing out on the resource of all that knowledge and expertise and passion for this chamber. We should start a Council of Past Presidents, which we did. And we have a few of them here with us today. This year, our immediate past president, Bernice Lopez, she was the president from 2018 and 2019. She is the chair of this committee, and we are very happy that we are continuing to bring that group together for 2021. And you'll see more information coming about that. And Bernice, welcome back to the Council of Past Presidents as the immediate past president.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, I'd like to introduce Gerald, COC. He is the president of the chamber from 2016 and 2017. He's also on the council. Gerald.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next is James McCarthy. Jim was our president from 2016 before the merger, and Jim is on the call today. He was just sworn in again. Jim.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Hi. We also have Cliff Moore here. Cliff Moore is the economic development consultant in Keensburg. He's got a restaurant that he's sitting in right now. I asked him if he could share some of his bubble tea with us, but that's impossible on Zoom. Cliff was the president of the Northern Monmouth Chamber of Commerce before the merger, the year 2012 and 2013. Welcome,
Great.
Cliff.
Thank you. Congratulations to the board, and I'm sure we have a very successful year this year, and I look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cliff. And we also have on the call Mark Lamhut. He's the president of Paul Mark Printing in Freehold. He was the Greater Monmouth Chamber of Commerce president from 2009 and 2010. Mark?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks. And it's wonderful to see another year, another group of individuals that are going to make things happen, even in hopefully the end of COVID coming to an end. We can get back to not always being on Zoom.
Yes. Thank you, Mark, and thank you for all the work you've done to lay the groundwork for the chamber. So let's give our Council of Past Presidents a big hand, and we look forward to seeing them this year. And we'll let you know more about that as we develop the council. So next, I'd like to introduce from the past, we'll go to the present and the future with our current president, Tamer Gouda. Who's that lovely person sitting next to you, Tamer?
That would be Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. So nice to meet you. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing him with us. We really appreciate it. I'm very happy he was able to take a whole month off to be with you, though. Very glad you guys were reunited this year. Tamer, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for all of you taking time out of your day for this very special event that we do every year. Though this year is much different than what we've done in the past. It's quite an honor to have you all here, our past presidents, our guests, and our staff, and especially our board. As Therese mentioned earlier, 2020 was a very, very difficult year, an unprecedented year. None of us knew it was coming, and before we knew it, we were all living in a different world. But I'm very proud of what this chamber has done over the past year. As Therese mentioned, one day we were in the diner, the next week we were virtual, and we haven't missed a beat. We've only missed 2 weeks of the perks since this all started, and that was because it was Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And that's an incredible accomplishment, and it's because of this board of directors that just got sworn in. This board carried this chamber through most of 2020. As all of you know, we came to the very difficult decision of furloughing the staff for much of the year. It was not a step that we took lightly, but we knew that it was the right decision. And honestly, it was the staff that brought it to the board. We knew it was the only way to continue to sustain the chamber. And because of those measures, we are stronger than we were in previous years. And we were able to sustain this chamber and keep the doors open, though they are virtual doors, because as a lot of you know, we closed the physical office for the time being. We look forward to the end of COVID and opening a new office somewhere within the county. But for right now, with the virtual space, this is where we are at. And we are very glad that Rochelle and Therese are back working for the membership, because that's what all of us are here to do. We are here to add value to the members and make sure that we are here to grow everyone's business. And I can tell you, I'm very proud of what this chamber has done. We've helped each other tremendously. But one of the things that we preach at this chamber is that we help one another. As soon as COVID started, several of the board members got on the phones calling our chamber members to find out if they were still in business, make sure that they were still okay, see if there was anything we could do. And we posted every business that told us they were still open so that other chamber members could utilize their services, because that's what we want to do. We want to help each other grow. And 2021 is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to help our members grow their businesses. And I'm very excited. One of the things when I took over the presidency last year, one of the things that I had as a vision was a council that members could turn to ask for advice. We have many experts throughout this chamber, and I'm very proud to tell you that this Friday at the Perk, Ann Dubon Murphy and Tom Principe will be presenting the Small Business Advisory Council and what we plan to do, and then we'll be kicking that off next Tuesday during a webinar. And we look forward to having you on and having some of you be members of that Small Business Advisory Council. It is a place for people to turn for advice. For example, I'm going to use myself because I'm sitting here and talking. I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I've offered up my services. If anyone has any questions about life insurance, long-term care insurance, all you have to do is pick up the phone and I'll give you that free advice. I know Bonnie has offered her services as well for what she does in the insurance world. And Mark Vigilani is another one that I saw has offered up his services for real estate needs. We are here to provide a network of individuals who are here to give advice to other members to help them along with their businesses. A lot of our small businesses are one-man shops, and our chamber prides itself on small businesses. And they don't have the resources they need to really do what they need to do within their business. If they have an HR question, they can call Cheryl Lynn, who will help them and guide them with the right answers. And that's what this Small Business Advisory Council is. It's a great undertaking, and I think it really sets us apart in the county. No other chamber is doing things like we are. And that's what makes the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, what it is and why it is so special and why we have over 360 members. It is the membership, it is the volunteers, and it is the hard work of all of you. I don't want to be very long-winded. I know other people have things to do, and I think I spoke plenty last year, but we are very much looking forward to 2021. We look forward to being back in person sometime later in the year when the weather turns. We'll try again with our in-person events. But one thing I can promise you, this virtual space is here to stay. We will be doing hybrid events as much as we can. We'll be doing more on Zoom. We've learned a lot since March 2020, whether it be our Lunch and Learn webinar series. We're looking to bring back the Leadership Summit, which will be virtual because it fits for the virtual space. This way, you don't have to run from place to place. You'll be sitting at your screen during lunch or for the morning, however we decide to design it, and you'll get to learn from other experts to help you become a better professional. With that being said, we look forward to seeing you virtually and in person in 2021, and here's to an exciting year. And thank you all for coming today, and thank you to the board of directors for all your hard work and all your dedication to this chamber. And thank you to Rochelle, and thank you to Therese for everything that you do. You guys are the lifeblood of this chamber. Without you, there is no chamber. So thank you all.
All right, thank you so much, Tamer. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions, ideas, revelations that they'd like to share with us before we end the meeting?
How long is the barb until?
No more this year, Gerald, sorry. Anybody else?
I just, I'd like to say, thanks to everybody for, again, just to kind of piggyback on that, for all the time and dedication. I know it takes a lot. It's not an easy year, and, and people stepping up and really helping out, especially during the furlough too, and then keeping that great positive attitude. So thank you. Thanks, Therese. Thank you, Rochelle. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you.
Tamer, thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is Christiane. I simply wanted to say congratulations to everyone who is serving. And also, it really is an encouragement that there is the blended opportunity that's being focused on for this year, but also, as Tamer just said, that there was a connection through the virtual, because we did get business done and people were still in contact with each other to know what was going on. So it was most helpful, and we certainly look forward to that. But we also look forward to everything opening up in toto. So thank you.
Thank you, Chrisanne.
I'd also
You're
like to be
welcome.
part of the Small Business Advisory Council to give advice for whoever's needed, wherever it's needed.
Excellent. I'll connect with you after the meeting. Okay?
Great.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, this is Charlie Seal from the Association of the U.S. Army, the Monmouth chapter. As you guys know, that we lost our president, Colonel Sam, back in April. I wanted to announce that last month we elected a new president, which many of you may know. His name is Ed Thomas. He was the deputy to the commanding general at Fort Monmouth of the Communications Electronics Command. So I just wanted to make that announcement.
Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you for being here. And my goodness, we were all brokenhearted at the news of Colonel Sam. He was near and dear to our heart. He was a loyal chamber member, and we miss him terribly. And we're sorry for your loss.
We really do. It was a really tough announcement at that time. And we thank you for being here today, Charles. Really means a lot.
Yes.
Well, thank you all.
Thank you. Anybody else? Just open your mic and start talking, because we have two screens here. Okay. All right, then, if there's nothing else, thank you all for being here. This was a wonderful way to celebrate our new year together as board members and staff and members. Thank you for the members for being here and supporting the board in their installation. Thanks again to Monmouth County Clerk Christine Hanlon for being here on this special occasion. And have a very healthy, happy, and prosperous new year. And we look forward to seeing you guys at more events. And thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Congratulations.
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 Congratulations and stay safe.
You too, Al.
All the best.
Loretta, I see you. Good to see you, Loretta.